it's Anita from Scrappy Happy Mommy, and today I wanted to make a little bright card using my Nifty Fifties Cricut Cartridge. The images I'm using today are going to be found on page 29 and also on page 64. And for 64 I'm using the font shift and the font shadow shift feature. So I've already gone ahead and pre-scored my image, my card base, and this is an A2 size card, so 5.5 by 4.25. On top of that I'm going to be putting a black mat, and then I'm also going to be using a pink polka dotted mat as well. And again, these are just normal sizes. So the pink mat measures 3 3/4 by 5. And then the black mat will measure 5 1/4 by 4. So I'm going ahead and just put that on, and so far that is it. So for my next step, I'm going to be adding a little strip of paper, and this measures 1 1/4 by 5 across. And then also I have another, this is going to measure 1 5/8 by 5. And just quickly going to add that across. And this pattern paper is also by Recollections, and I think it's like Damask Decor or something like that. And I'm going to add that to the middle of my image, and so far that is what I have. So for my mat that the image is going to go on, I am found on page 64, and I'm going to be using the font and then the font shadow, and that is what I've come with. And my sentiment that I'm using today comes from my pink stamper, and this is the More Punny-licious stamp set. And the one I'm using today is Poodles of Laughter, and there it is. So this is, again, my More Punny-licious, and this is the Poodles of Laughter that I'm using from my pink stamper. So I am going to head and just layer these on. And I've cut these from a black cardstock for the font shadow shift, and then a lighter pink polka dots for the other. And I am going to move that closer to the left side. So that so far is my card. Now my image that I'm using today also comes from the Nifty Fifties cartridge, and this is found on page 29, and I cut the poodle at 3.5, and the shift features that I used for the mat are cut at 3 3/4. So I did not use this part right here, but I did use the shift and then both layers. And I've already gone ahead and, no I haven't, I do want to add that onto some foam tape for my little poodle. And just quickly for time. And I did stamp this image, the sentiment, using some Memento Tuxedo black ink, and there it is. And I've also, for the fur on the poodle, just to give him that snazzy little look, I did use my Cuttlebug Divine Swirls embossing folder, so for that. And so far that is my card. So for the inside, I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I did have enough of that damask, the black, and I did cut a mat from 5 by 3 3/4, and then again added a 1.5 by 5 strip, and did this 3 3/4 inch for the font shift, and that way it's all ready to go for when I decide my sentiment. So that is my quick and simple little card today, again using my Nifty Fifties Cricut Cartridge, and as I usually do, all of the measurements will be at the end of this video. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my creation today. Thanks. Bye now.